What's up, everybody? It's Nick the Nerd. Hi for everyone who's coming on. Make sure you pull it up on yours too. We're going to talk Super Smash Bros. Tonight. I have a special guest. I actually forgot to hang your thing already. This is our special guest. Follow Dylan GM Bro if you want. He's going to talk a lot with us. We have a pretty long one coming, I think. Before we go on, I want to talk about a quick recap of last time. I know it's been 2 weeks. The Walking Dead Episode 9, Part B started for Season 9. Incredible. For my birthday, my uncle and my cousin gave me a copy of Michonne's Sword. It's one of 5,000 made. It's pretty sweet. It's not sharp, so that's good. But it's really awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I really owe you Uncle Doug and Bobby. Very much appreciated. And now it's time to introduce our guest. So, Dylan, come on in, man. Everybody, this is Dylan. If anyone says anything, just let me know. And whoever comes on, just let me say. So,
hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. Oh, hi, Deanna. And Martin. Who else is on? My mom is on. Sweet, guys.
All good people. Our favorite people.
Yeah, that's what we need. So we're going to talk Super Smash Bros. We're going to go from, like, the very beginning, which, if everyone has played, you know, is at the N64. And we're going to go on all the way up to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which just came out.
Let them know our age.
So, well, you're older than I am, so that's up to you. I don't care if you tell them your age. But
Smash Bros. 64.
I was out when Smash Bros. Came out. I was 6.
Oh, there we go. First casualty of the night.
That's one. Fox is out. All good.
Fox is out. He's not.
All right. So time to start with Smash Bros. For the 64. It was literally just called Super Smash Bros. It came out in 1999. So a big thing. Hi, Deanna. You're waving still. Was the controller, the N64 controller. Was that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life?
I mean, it's overwhelming if you look at it now, thinking about how far we've come in controllers. But at the time, like, holding that controller was so natural.
It was very comfortable. I think, in all honesty, at my age, I think my hand was so small. But, like, that thing was shaped like an M, and you had to fit your hand in the crevice, and you had one L and R, which we haven't had for a long time on controllers.
But be honest, you only hold half the controller.
Exactly.
You know,
I had the
left side with the D-pad.
The D-pad was a waste of time.
That was for nothing. Just
I don't remember
taunting.
a game where I played with that D-pad. Yeah, and we don't even... Taunting, we're going to talk about. Hi, Aaron. Hi, who's Bugaboo? Becky, sorry. Whoops. So, the first Smash, you turned on the game, and you went to fight, and you had 8 characters to start. Can you name the 8 characters?
You did not have 8 characters to start. Wasn't there 8 total?
You had 8, it totaled at 12.
Oh,
there were 4 add-ons.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
4
you got me already, see? Okay.
So, do you remember the first 8?
Yeah, the first 8, so what do we have? We had Mario, Pikachu, Link, Samus, Donkey Kong. So what do we have, 5?
Yes, Martin, that was my first controller. I never had, like, a Super Nintendo. I did have a Sega Dreamcast. I don't remember if that was before the N64, though.
With Star Fox, Yoshi, and
Yoshi.
Kirby.
Very good. Those are the 8. Who were the 4 unlockables?
Oof. Okay, so we had Jigglypuff was probably everybody's first. You got that just by running through the regular classic mode.
Yeah.
Then there was Captain Falcon. He might not have come second, but
he came in there, though.
Order could have been anyway. Luigi. And Ness.
And Ness. That is all correct. So those were your 12 characters for the whole game. And you played that for 9 years. Oh, I'm sorry. We played that for 2 years. Before Melee came out. Wow, I was off by a lot in there. Yeah, only 2. I know, I thought the same thing. There was a gap between Melee and Brawl, which we're going to talk about also. So your modes, Dylan talked about. We had Classic mode, and then you just had your basic fighting mode.
You forgot. There's targets.
Oh, well, I have that coming up. That's coming up too. So, yeah, that's another one. So you had break the targets.
Spoilers.
Land on the platforms. Spoilers from 20 years ago. What the hell?
Dude, I was 7 when I got my first Nintendo 64.
I think I had, in all honesty, I think I had like 6 of them because me and Dan would just break them. And every Easter, the Easter Bunny would leave us clues on where to find it. And it would always be under the TV every year. We never just jumped right to the TV.
The same one.
Pretty much. So a big thing, Classic mode. You played 10 matches. And you played Land on the Platforms, and you played Break the Targets in the middle of that. How did you beat Classic mode? Do you remember? What was the final boss?
Master Hand.
Master Hand! And he had, like, how much life did he have? 300?
I thought it was 150.
Okay, you might be right. I don't remember his total HP, but he had a lot. Hi, Lauren. I mean, Nadine Lauren, sorry. Hi. Was it Travis? Total Travis? Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
thanks, Travis. Thanks for coming out, man. So, yeah, you had those, and you played the 10, and you won. And then you get an unlockable character after a while. And that's how you unlocked all 12. there's a big part of Smash we're going to talk about, probably for the rest of the night. There is 2 things you do when you get into the game to play with your friends specifically. Do you play time or stock?
Stock.
You only play stock. You don't play time.
That's me, though.
That's everybody. It's everybody. You don't play time.
No, that's not everybody.
You're not going to learn anything playing time. It's ridiculous. All right? In the old game, you used to draw if you ran out of time. There was no sudden death like there is in this one.
Was there no sudden death in the
Nope, it ended in a draw. Both players were clapping while you were sitting there.
Can I actually tell you a story?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I don't know if you know of that place, the Rev.
The place in St. James.
The Smash Bros. Tournaments at. So, before one of the tournaments started, the owner actually had said to me, because I was one of the other older guys there, and he was older, so we were talking about classic games and stuff, and he's like, Smash isn't a fighting game. And I was like, you put it on stock, you put it on live, you turn off all the items, like it's
That's another big thing we're going to talk about.
Like, fighting game or not, like, you're fighting. What else are you doing? You're fighting.
Right,
like,
that's the
it's
whole
a fighting
game.
game.
There's nothing
He's like,
else
no,
to it from the
it's
start.
a party game meant with items and this and that. And I remember, what did I say to this guy? I was like, the great part about Smash is the game is what you make it.
Right.
Like, they originally, I guess, designed it to be a party game so people of all skill levels can play, but, of course, the competitive edge really took over. And
you're right, AJ, but I don't know how to fix that. The board is backwards, not upside down. It's okay.
Yeah,
we'll deal with it. We're glad everyone else noticed.
For you.
AJ, out of the first 6 people, you're the only one to notice. That's okay.
That doesn't help.
It's all good. Alright. Oh, thanks, Martin.
Sorry, I'm actually watching the live stream, so if you really care,
we're watching on his phone so we can see all your talking and everything, so it makes it a lot easier. Alright, time to talk about Melee. Melee came out for what system?
Melee came out for GameCube.
Probably my favorite system of all time. Had a ton of great games. It did have a handle. You can take it with you. That's right. What'd you think of the controller?
Till this day, it's probably the best controller I've ever
It's the easiest controller, a big thing we're going to talk about.
3 or 4 generations later,
They still give you a GameCube adapter to hook up a GameCube controller to play on your Wii's, your Wii U's, and your Switches. You can always play with that GameCube controller.
No, the Wii had it built in.
The Wii did? Oh, that's right. It had the built-in adapter to the system already, so you could use it however you wanted.
Then Nintendo realized they could make money selling it separately.
Right. And they made everything wireless at one point too, but... So the big thing I thought about with the GameCube controller was... Melee was probably the first game that I started throwing... Just leave it down. Was the first game I started throwing controllers, to be honest. I'd get so mad I'd take the thing and I'd whip it across the room and they were indestructible. I don't remember ever breaking one.
What, a GameCube controller?
Yeah.
How many people's houses have you gone to and their thumbstick is completely
Oh, the thumbsticks used to jam pretty good.
And the C-stick jammed in.
I don't know if you remember my dog.
Sticks. No, there's all sorts of complications.
My dog Junior used to, like, if we'd leave it sitting around, he would just chew the C-stick and the thumbstick and you'd be stuck having to play with the chewed up thumbstick and just cut your finger. But it was worth it. Now, with the GameCube controller, what was a new key factor that you can think of compared to the N64 controller that helped players win this game?
The C-stick.
The C-stick.
They didn't have a C-stick. They had C buttons.
Right, that were
N64
right. And the C buttons, I think, helped you jump.
Yeah, you jumped with those too.
Yeah. So with the GameCube controller, you had the C-stick on your right hand. Thanks, Martin.
Yep.
And you originally on the N64 controller would have to smash. You'd have to hold the thumbstick over and hold down A at the same exact time. And then you don't get to play because you're terrible at that game and have no coordination for it. And you would have to let go and release it at a certain time. With this C-stick, you could flick it and you'd do a big smash attack. And that's how a lot of people do what I call spamming. And they win that way. It's easier. It's not as talented.
It's not cheap.
I've never been a fan of it.
This guy just can't fight it.
I play with him online still to this day, and all you hear is that C-stick hitting the side.
The C-stick, all it does is allows you to do the same move you can do, just in a flick, rather than a button combination.
I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying I disagree with it.
So Nessa's bat is going to be the same move.
But think about it, what other game...
We got our first argument.
On the GameCube did you use the C-stick for? Name a game you used that C-stick for.
Oh... A lot of games it was just used for camera.
Yeah, it was just for
camera.
Kind of like the original Super Mario 64, how the C buttons, that was how you changed the camera angle.
Stuff like that.
Alright, so for that game, you opened the game, and you had 15 characters to start the game. You had your original 8 that we talked about. Can you remember any other ones? Super Mario Sunshine was also for the camera, AJ. You're correct.
Yeah.
I think Deanna's mad that you don't let her play either.
Wind Waker? No.
Does he even have 2 controllers, Deanna? So can you name any of the additional characters that you had unlocked when you started the game for the Melee?
For Melee? Yeah. Additional characters?
So technically there's 7. I have them flayed out.
That you didn't have to unlock. Wow. Was Young Link one of them? Was he original?
Young Link was not. He wasn't unlockable. Sluggers, it wasn't used, AJ.
Falco? Or did you have to unlock Falco?
Falco had to be unlocked.
Marth? Ness.
Ness was there.
Ness, because he was in the original.
Yep, so you had your... you didn't have the same 4. You still had to unlock a couple of the ones that you had to unlock for the N64 version.
Yeah, you had to re-unlock Falco and Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
So I think your Luigi probably was a standard.
AJ, Peach is a correct answer. Very nice.
Ooh.
Who would you just say Jigglypuff was there? Pichu was not there yet. He was unlockable. Hi, Cam. You had Captain Falcon, Bowser came in, the Ice Climbers, and Zelda. Not unlockables. You got to start the game. Then you went on, and you got 10 more unlockables. Name a couple.
Okay, so we had Pichu.
Pichu was unlockable.
We had Mewtwo.
Mewtwo was unlockable.
I already said Toon Link.
Toon Link? Oh, Young Link, not Toon Link.
Oh.
Young Link.
Sorry, getting ahead.
Rosalina Mom was years later. Oh my god. She was on the Wii to start. She wasn't even invented yet.
No, Rosalina and Luna?
They came in on Wii U. They weren't even in Brawl.
Oh, okay. No, I'm also thinking.
Keep going.
Okay, so where are we at?
You've named a handful
of characters. So
Lucario came in Brawl.
Man, I'm stumped here. I think I just lost my place.
Wolf came in Brawl.
Ice Climbers was new. Falco was new.
Falco came in. That was one. Young Link. Pichu.
Mewtwo was new.
Mm-hmm.
How many did I name so far?
You still have... So you have Dr. Mario.
Oh, okay. I missed
Roy. You still have to unlock Luigi. Roy and Marth.
Yeah.
Ganondorf came into play.
Ganondorf.
And Mr. Game & Watch made his debut in the Smash Bros. World.
Oh, yeah. Doyle's favorite character.
Doyle's favorite character.
I don't think he's
Dr. Mario, very good. That's correct.
Yeah.
He came
I think
into
we
play.
might be a little off with the chat.
Bowser was busted. He still is, but he's still the only way it can be done. Okay, so you had the modes. You had the same classic mode. You had Fight Your Friend mode, which I don't remember the name of, to be honest.
They had
it's just
probably
Smash.
the best mode, in my opinion, in Melee.
See, I know what you're going to talk about. Are you talking about tournament mode?
No, well, that was cool too. That was cool. No, what is it, trophy?
Trophy, that's right.
Trophy mode or something
the trophy
like that?
Mode,
You had all the different, or challenge mode, whatever?
Yeah, it was like all these challenges. We're going to talk about that. That was pretty cool. That's how you unlocked some characters, because in Melee, it wasn't just about your playtime. It was about what you did to unlock these characters. You had to unlock like certain achievements to get them, and unlock them, just like in the first one, you had to fight them, then they came to your party to play. If you lost, you had to wait a little bit to get them, depending on the character.
You also got coins from that mode.
That's right, the coin started with the coin slot. I forgot about that.
The coin slot, and you won trophies, which are basically just like
trophies
virtual
came
versions
into play.
Of amiibos.
Yep.
But they were cool. You look at your table, and you had all your trophies.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that entirely.
Go over to your friend's house and
judge them. Some of those were cool. Some of them were ridiculous. Some of them were like the home run contest. Beat like 100 enemies, like 100-man melee came into play. That was kind of cool. You had to fight Giga Bowser. And in this game...
That was like the hardest challenge.
But do you remember the other hard one who you had to fight? It was Master Hand, and what was the other guy's name that I can't remember?
Crazy Hand.
Crazy Hand, okay, I couldn't remember. These guys sucked to verse. They each had like 150 or 300 HP, and they would literally just combo move you the entire time. We're up to 8 followers, by the way. If we get to 15 followers, Dylan's doing a giveaway. Every couple of followers we add after 15, we'll just keep going until he runs out. I don't remember how to get Luigi, AJ. If you do, type it in and we'll read it out loud. I don't remember, to be honest. Alright, so let's go on to Brawl. So you had Brawl came out in 2008. You had a 7-year hiatus, and I think it's because the GameCube made it so long. When the Wii first came out where you got Brawl, the Wii was like the hardest system to get. You had to go and bribe people at GameStops and be like, oh, you want $50 as a bonus for the day? Like, keep me a Wii when they come in, because not a lot of them came out at first. It was really weird. It was like it was supposed to fail. So now we're going to talk about the controllers for the Wii version, which was Brawl. Deanna said 15 followers, you're taking your shirt off. All right.
It's not happening. This is a great shirt, actually. Let me show it to you, people.
There you go.
Says,
he plays as the most annoying character in the game.
On. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. He brought his own 2 amiibos. I unboxed all of these amiibos. Oh, AJ. So to get Luigi, you had to do Adventure Mode. Oh, that's right, it had Adventure Mode. it was different. It wasn't just fighting guys. It was like you had to crawl through you had to work your way through the level, fighting certain people up just to get to the end of it. And at the end of it was what did you walk in at the end, AJ? Hi, Jess. Oh, I don't remember what you.
I'm the captain now.
He's the captain now. And first of all, these amiibos I unboxed like the day I got them. Ask Dylan how long it took me to convince him to unlock and open his amiibos.
Probably 2 years, maybe. I'm one of those guys.
Too
I don't
long.
like to unbox anything.
Open. He does.
Take the plastic off.
Very, very true. All right, so the controllers. You had these new styles of controls. You had the nunchuck that attached to the Wiimote, so you could play with 2 hands opened. You could play with just the Wiimote. You had the GameCube adapter that we talked about as well. Which controller did you play with?
I think we went over this before.
He played with the GameCube controller. Like I said, he still does. So it's cool.
I don't think I ever picked up the nunchuck. Actually,
the only
no.
person...
I picked up a Wiimote to play Wii baseball, bowling.
That's the only thing
and
you
I
did?
whacked Doyle in the head with it.
Doyle is the only person I know who played with the nunchuck, and he wasn't fun to play against.
Martin played too for a bit.
Oh, did he? Alright, I didn't know that. I probably came in a little late for all that.
Yeah.
So, alright, so your characters. You had 37 characters total for this game.
Don't ask me to name.
I'm not going to give you all.
I'll go through time.
See who you can add. Go ahead.
I got Wolf, Snake, Olimar, Pit. Yes.
I didn't write that, but okay. I believe you.
Did they add Pal Lieutenant in that one?
No, she was the Wii U.
Toon Link. They got rid of
Toon Link. Young Link dropped. Yep.
Yep. Probably Pokemon Trainer.
Pokemon Trainer came into play.
I think that was the only new.
Come on, Martin. You used to play this all the time. Give us some characters. AJ, you used to play with me. Give us some characters. Wolf came in.
And ledge grabbed. You guys remember ledge grabbing?
Ledge grabbing.
If you want to talk about C-Stick being cheap.
I don't think you compare the two things.
Rob, yes.
Rob came in, very
Rob.
good. That's one, nice. Nobody played Rob. He was ridiculous. To this day, he still is. Diddy Kong came in, and my favorite character, Wario, came in, which was incredible. A big thing with this was Nintendo's first online network. Yep, you're right. Yeah, Lucario came in, more Pokemon. Zero Suit Samus, by the way. And the exclusive Wiimote to Nunchuck ratio, he's right. You never had to argue for controllers. Unless you had too many friends over, which always happened where we were.
And he said Zero Suit, which was...
Right.
We forgot to mention Sheik, by the way, Melee.
Sheik.
Zelda Sheik.
Was she in Melee? Yeah. I don't remember Sheik being in it, but you're probably right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree.
You had to do like the getaway of like holding the X button or something. Or down B. Down B in Melee. You couldn't choose Sheik on the character select. Oh, you could by like holding Z?
No, I don't remember.
I don't know. It was weird. They broke out Sheik later on. So.
Alright. So anyways, Nintendo came out, the Wii was the first one with an online network. It did not run well. It did not go well for a long, long time. There were a lot of updates to it. And it was kind of annoying to get to. It was one of those things where I'm pretty sure you couldn't wirelessly hook up your Wii to the internet. I think you had to hardwire everything, kind of like when you had an Xbox for the first time and they gave out Halo 2 online.
Really right.
Yeah, it's not something we, honestly, I or he played for a long time. Oh, cool.
We went to Martin's house.
Yeah, we literally just went to Martin's basement and would play for hours. It was never, ever ending. The system was broken, he's right.
Which, we'll talk about something a lot.
Yeah.
I'll go back to that whole sitting in Martin's
So another thing with this was they gave you another story mode to play in this. It was long. It was different ways to do it. You started off as I think you started off. Did you get to choose between Kirby and Mario, or did you only get Kirby like you did in the new one?
I don't know. I didn't.
Okay. It was a way to keep unlocking characters. It was insanely long. Everyone's gonna remember it. You started off, and there was a like a cutscene to each part of it. It was really cool, actually, but it was just too long. Like, I don't remember personally ever beating it. I had all the characters. My brother, who was on our first episode, ended up doing all of it for us. It worked out that way. You had your adventure mode again. Trophies came back in.
Targets.
There were a lot of awards. You still had targets. Targets was cool.
No, I think they got rid of the trophy mode. Or the challenges?
I don't remember. Challenges were not there. I don't know what that means.
Subspace Emissary. That might have been the name of that adventure mode you were talking about.
Oh, he might be right. I don't know if that is. Martin, if that's right, give us a thumbs up.
It might be a little delayed, so.
Yeah. Also, you started unlocking like music for the game, which I don't think I've ever gone back and changed the music in the game. I've always kept it the one way that it is. It's not something.
It's a really good soundtrack.
It could be. Now we're going to talk about the one for the Wii U. It was literally called Super Smash Bros. Wii U in the same year in 2014.
My personal favorite.
It was another 6-year gap, and you were right about it. And the one for the Nintendo 3DS came out. So this had a ton of controllers. You had custom Pro Fighter controllers, the GameCube adapter. You could play with your nunchucks and your Wiimotes, which was cool because you didn't have to go buy more remotes. You already had everything. They just kept carrying over. Nintendo was always good that way, kind of until Nash. Hi, Zach. You had the gamepad,
Zach
which was
actually is pretty good at this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have a Switch?
No, I think
Zach, you gotta Switch. You gotta play with us.
Man, I play Brawl at his house.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
You could play with your DS to the TV, which was cool. I had a couple of friends who would do that with us. And you'd have the gamepad, which was literally, it was like having a Game Boy that was the size of your backpack.
That's what Deanna used.
So it was awesome. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
you still
then I
let
got
play?
the Pro Controller. I stepped it up.
Okay. You didn't play GameCube controller for a while on that one?
No, see, like the
Okay.
pad.
So this one had a ton of characters. I originally thought that they were not unlockable, but we learned earlier today.
He learned earlier today.
I learned earlier today. He's not lying. Every 10
matches.
Every 10 matches, you got to unlock another character.
Yeah, there was like a total of like, what, 57?
I don't
52?
even have it listed. And I listed some new of the characters.
We thought that was a
Rosalina,
lot.
Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt, Dark Pit, Mega Man, Pac-Man, Sheik, Zero Suit stayed in, Little Mac. And then there were downloadable characters. You could do DLC packs, which were how you got Mewtwo. Ryu came in that way.
Lucas. Did you have to buy Lucas for that one?
Ooh.
Yeah, you had to buy Lucas.
I think
for
you're
that
right.
one.
I didn't have to.
Roy. You had to rebuy Roy.
You had to rebuy Roy because you had Ike. That's right.
Yeah.
You took out Roy, but you kept Marth the whole time, which was odd.
Cloud. Cloud was one of them. Cloud was the last one, I think. They only released 5 downloadable characters. I think he was the only one I didn't buy.
Yeah.
I just didn't think he belonged in the game.
Something I meant to mention earlier about Brawl, I actually forgot. Brawl was the first time Sega came into Nintendo.
Sonic.
And you got
We
Sonic.
forgot Sonic.
That was part of Snake's Emissary. Not Emissary. Sonic came in. I kind of customized that one. I went to make it Shadow and just never finished it. Still worked out, I guess. But yeah, there are a couple characters from that came through. Mega Man came into play. Oh no, he was in Wii U.
Mega Man came in Wii U.
So Sega stuck around for a little while, which was cool. They helped out with other characters. And now you had more new modes. You had the Amiibo mode. That's what all these guys in front of us are. You would take your Amiibo, you'd touch it to the touchpad, and from there, the character would pop up on the screen. You could name it, customize its skin color. I meant to talk about skins. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. The skin color, you got to do, and you'd level them up in different ways. The maximum level was 50, and you could add their speed, their defense, their attacks, however you wanted to do it, however made it work. And it was cool because you could make them fight each other, you could fight with them, you could put them up against your friends online. It was pretty sweet. They were really hard to get for a while. After they first came out, it was like nobody was looking for them, so they stopped making them.
You don't know how long it took me to find the characters I wanted.
Yeah, it's a long process. I think Donkey Kong might have been one of my last ones, to be honest, and he was one of the first ones to come out.
Is Pete watching? Pete's actually the one who was like my go-to guy for Amiibos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was an Amiibo hunter for sure.
Oh, I didn't know
Every
that.
wave
Oh, cool.
he knew which ones were coming out, where to go.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Toys R Us, Target.
Yeah, that was the thing, and that's another thing. A lot of them were, so like the Toys R Us in the city, one of the ones that's like 3 floors, it has the Ferris wheel in it. They did a release one day of, there were 10 gold Young Links, Toon Links, I'm sorry, for the day. And if you found it, you got lucky, and it was like a big thing apparently outside the city.
I don't know that.
Yeah. So, we'll go back to skins for a minute. So, your skins are the suits your characters wear, the colors they change into. Do you remember how many skins you had for N64?
4.
You had 4, and then once Melee came out...
I think it was still 4.
Yeah, and then you went to Brawl, and that's when it
That's when
finally
it started,
changed.
yeah.
They got to 8. Now, every character gets 8 every time. Some of the characters, like Bowser Jr. we were talking about earlier, they actually changed their whole character in general.
I'm not a fan of that. Like, what?
It throws you for a
You
loop.
can't
It's a
pick
lot different.
Bowser Jr. and then play Iggy. Like,
Yeah.
they're not the same person at all. Or if you pick Olimar, you change and you get Alf.
That's
Olimar and
right, I
Alf
forgot
are the
about
same
that.
character.
Yeah.
Like, if you can get Mario and Dr. Mario as 2 separate people, why can't you get Olimar
Right,
and Alf?
and that's
It just
the
doesn't
thing.
make any sense.
But especially between those two, their attacks changed. So Mario's first down B in Super Smash Bros. For the N64 was the spin move that Luigi and Dr. Mario have.
Mm-hmm.
There was no cape, because if I remember correctly, there was no over B attacks. That could be wrong, but if anyone remembers that, I don't think you could do like an over B smash. I remember it was only up, down, and then you had all your
These
directionals.
are called specials. Smashes
I
are
see. This is something
button.
I've been playing the game for 20 years and I'm learning new things too. There's no story mode for the Wii U. The game was mostly played online. which was nice. It was a much better system to run with. It was easy to play with your friends.
The online mode was worth it.
Yeah.
For glory, definitely.
For glory, that's right. There was for glory, and then there was
for fun, which was not fun.
If you play for fun, you're playing on time mode, I bet.
Like, imagine being in the middle of a fight, and then the map just sinks down on your side. Like, you could be winning the match by, like, 3 stock. Or, no, I think it was time. And then all of a sudden the map just disappears underneath your feet.
Customize it.
And it's like, defeat. It's like, wait, what? The game just...
It was rough.
That was not fun.
But what was nice, I don't remember if it came in Brawl or the Wii U, was the Omega stages.
That was Wii U, and that was one of the coolest things.
Like,
because in Brawl, we didn't talk about it. In Brawl, they had the stage builder.
Oh, that's right.
Because we used that one. I remember that.
Martin made a couple stages for us to play, and it was fun.
That was fun.
Make the game challenging, and
but you
might play kind of stupidly, but it was fun. But yeah, hi Sam. But the big thing was the Omega stages. The Omega stage, instead of playing on a level where there was like 3 different platforms, every stage was flat. It was the best invention in the game.
Like Final Destination. So for like the first 3 games, it's like, oh, let's play a Final Destination because it's the only flat map that doesn't change like whatsoever. But then now it's like you get so bored of that crazy. Not boring. It's probably the most exciting music, and background always changes with different scenes. But
you're right.
You could go to different stages and listen to that stage's music and that stage's background. And
right. It changed the game. It made everything a lot more fun. It was something you could select from the beginning. Dan said thanks for the invite again. Dan, I know that wasn't really you, Sam.
TFTI, Dylan?
Remember when we went to the escape room and he wrote TFTI?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Thanks for the invite, apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. We kind of did that on the fly that
What
night.
else did we have about the Wii U version? Anything else that I can think of?
Wii U version. Hours and hours and hours of For Glory.
Yeah, it was a good mode. It stinks it was never ranked.
They tracked your wins, so you had to win.
Oh, that's right. You can go and see
depending on the match,
record,
depending on the character, if you really cared about that. Yeah. I don't think it was public though, so you couldn't really check friends. You couldn't really check the guy you're versing to see how good they actually were.
Right. You just got put up against some randos, and
personal,
that's kind of how it felt.
Personal pride, really.
Right. Exactly. It was worth having though. That's good. Now let's talk about Ultimate. It's 2018. It's 19 years after the first one came out.
Bayonetta. That was that was a Smash U. That was one of the DLCs.
Okay. See, I didn't have her now, but I love her now. In this one, I love her.
I don't think I bought her. And Gorin.
Was he in that one, or was he just in this one?
Where, girl? I think this skin.
I remember. Yeah, that's.
He was in Smash U. No. Yeah, Smash Wii U.
Okay.
AJ just reminded. Yeah, Bayonetta was broken. AJ, for sure. That's like one of the biggest. I think that's the first time
after the end.
There was an issue with a character literally being broken, like Brave in Overwatch, but. Bayonetta was basically, so 0%, she'd have this crazy combo where she'd just shoot you up straight into the sky and kill you. It was like, it made the game not fun when people mastered that combo.
Back to Brawl for a second. Sam brings up a good point. I didn't play it enough. I played it at Martin's. Project M. So when you had Pokemon Trainer in Brawl, which was, you had to change characters as Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard, Project M, they were all broken up, right? Each one individually.
Yeah, so with Pokemon Trainer, if you played them, they'd start to lose power, like they wouldn't be as strong. So like you have to it forced you to rotate Pokemon, play guys you don't want to play.
Because they weakened as you kept going.
But like, Project M was cool because it was so custom. You could play Ivysaur the entire match, you wouldn't downgrade, you wouldn't have to switch.
Exactly. But all his weapons stayed the same.
Yeah.
He had some bad attacks though, I guess.
He had some cool skins too. Like I think there was a Raichu skin
different.
for Pikachu. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they call them skins, costumes.
I think they're skins. I could be wrong, but
I think they're costumes. But
yeah, I don't remember enough about Project M. Like I said, I only played it a couple times. Same thing in Martin's basement.
I went to a tournament back in the day at Land Center, and this guy had a Project M. He stood it up like Martin Doyle's there with me, I think. So anyways, he stood up like a arcade video game booth, and it had a TV in it with Wii in it with Project M preloaded. So it's like a walk-up station with controllers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you turned it on as like an arcade Project M. That was pretty cool.
Dan's girlfriend said she will slay you as Squirtle in that game.
No, I like Squirtle. I mean, okay, personally, Ivysaur just...
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I didn't play it enough, so whatever Sam is commenting is, I'm going to say it's correct. But I don't remember the game enough. I did not get to play it. So anyways, let's get back to today's game that we still play. So, it's a good game. It's a terrible setup.
It's disappointing.
It's rough. So the big thing is the online, because if I want to play from my house and he wants to play from his, especially because the Switch, you can take it anywhere and you can play. If you have Wi-Fi, you can play. It's incredible. It was a brilliantly designed system. Everything came out well for it. I like how you have all the controller selections. But the big thing is this online mode. If I want to play with him and other friends, we have to create a room, and then the room has a boxing ring. And you have to remember to change your characters by going down in the corner of your profile, picking a character. They come up on the screen, you have to drag them into the ring, and everyone hits start, and when you're done with that match, it's not like the old ones where you just get right back to the character selection. You have to remember, oh, I want to change my character, so you got to go back down, change it from your profile. It's ridiculous.
Changing the settings, too. You can't,
on the same screen,
awful. You can't change the settings. You got to back out of the whole thing, recreate the room, have your friends rejoin the whole...
It's ridiculous. I don't know the best way to put it. But the game is good. That's the thing. The fighting is great.
Personally, not a fan.
Yeah, I know you don't like it too much, but I still like it a lot. It's funny. We went to...
30% guys will go flying. Can we talk about how there's no voice chat?
The voice chat. It's 2019 now. Nintendo.
Xbox, the original Xbox.
Had headsets.
You could party with friends and talk in headsets and join group. You cannot group up. You cannot be party. You cannot.
The only way you communicate is you download an app on your phone. It's a Nintendo app, and it's like a it's kind of like
you have to do it through an app, and it's like you're talking through speakerphone.
It's just a speakerphone.
You're not even in a group.
Everyone can hear you.
But you know what though? To play devil's advocate, the reason why they did that, Nintendo prides themselves on being that old school console where you invite people over.
Yeah.
You sit in the room together. You sit on the floor in your socks, like pretzel style, Indian style, whatever you want to say, and you all sit in the same room and you laugh and have a good time, have a party game. You know, they're not subscribing to that. Oh well, you go to your house, I'll go to my house, and we'll not see each other and play. And I respect that a lot. Because I had some good memories playing like that. Me and Doyle.
Jess, go to Deanna and Dylan's. We'll all play together. I can play from my house.
How can I be good at this game? Come over. Me and Deanna have it. We have plenty of controllers. You can be on my team if you want. Bring your friends Aiden and Alex. That's what we played the time they came over. And they were pretty good. Yeah, Alex was good.
So we're going to talk about the characters. I thought she has the game.
Oh, you have the game? Okay, so
so you just got to keep practicing. We'll send you our friend codes.
Play
and
C-Stick. C-Stick
he's right.
The shit out of everything.
He's right. He's not lying.
That's also, make them miss, make them pay. Don't. Yeah.
That's how I lose every time.
They actually, in this game, they got rid of, which I'm very guilty of, you can't shield roll a million times. Or when you're in the air, the air dodge. Remember I used to be able to just air dodge your way down so nobody could hit you? Yeah, so you can only air dodge once in this game, which is something they had back in Melee, which a lot of people complained about in Brawl and Smash U. Because Melee was like, there's still a Melee competitive scene. And like, I want to say the majority of the competitive scene now still plays Melee, even over this new one. So I guess they're trying to make those people happy.
Fair.
So
makes sense.
They took that away, which makes sense, but yeah, so
it just doesn't
moral
please
of the story,
everybody.
You can't air dodge anymore, so sorry Jess. That's bad advice.
It's still okay. You'll still get better just playing with everybody. Alright, so the characters. I thought when I turned this game on, I was going to have every character of the game. We turned the game on. We went to the midnight launch at GameStop.
Oh my god. How many characters are there in this game?
71. So, I've learned that there's...
I don't know.
That's a lot.
It
looks like a lot when you pull it up on the TV.
Yeah.
But you had your original 8 characters to start. Nothing else changed. The only difference was Link had his... the random part I like, though. The Link has his Breath of the Wild suit, not his green fairy-looking suit, which threw everybody off a little bit. I think
that's OG.
And some of his
that is the hero's garb.
Oh, right, that's right. Okay. I never thought of it like that. I don't look at it that way. I saw it as 2017's Breath of the Wild. When
I didn't play Breath of the Wild, so I don't know.
I still haven't, to be honest. I know everyone has played it and loved it and beat it, but... So here's the big thing. We get home, it's 12:30, let's say, and we turn the game on and we want to play online, and we're like, oh, cool, how do we unlock these characters? So everyone starts looking it up, everybody. And there were multiple ways to do it, apparently. So he did. I remember getting up for work the next morning and on the way to work getting a text saying got all 71, and I was like, oh, okay, it's like 9:30, but that's good. Like,
I played it until about 7 a.m. Yeah.
It was a long contest. How did you unlock the characters? Go ahead and explain that to people, because I heard a different way to do it. There's multiple ways to do it.
I looked up the fastest, cheesiest, cheapest way to do it. So every time you play the game for 10 minutes, there's a story mode, by the way, that you could play through the story and like actually have fun. I guess I don't know, for people who have fun playing story, unlocking different things. So you can do it that way, and you get to choose which way your story went, and depending on which way you chose, you got to pick another guy to like join your squad, and that's how you unlock the characters.
That's right. You unlock their spirits.
That's like the real way to do it. If you're guys like me who just wanted to run and play and compete, every 10 minutes of play you unlock a new character. So if you play for 10 minutes either online or with friends, and then go out and start a new game, it would tell you a new challenger.
Right.
So
and you'd have to fight the challenger again, like every other version of the game, to unlock them and put them in your party.
That didn't change. You have to beat them in phone. We didn't talk
about
that earlier. But so anyway, so I have found this way where if you play around, like a one stock round, jump off, kill yourself, end it, close the application in your Switch, and open it back up. After the first round you play, it'll say a new foe appeared, because it like resets that timer.
Right. That was a big thing. It's what a lot of people did. It's what a lot of people are still doing. I still don't have every character.
Because it took about 2 minutes of actual playing,
right,
as opposed to 10 minutes of playing. So you got it that much faster. Because sometimes it would break though.
Because it counted your timer when you turn the game on, right? It's not just when you get into that match.
No, it's playtime.
Okay, so
not just like menu screens they don't count.
Okay, see, I wasn't sure.
Straight playtime. Also, so sometimes that wouldn't work, like it would break. So the way you reset that timer, you could play like a classic mode that takes about 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, they don't take long. That's how I've been.
They're shorter in this one, even if you play like easy mode.
Yeah.
So actually have fun. I think at the end of every classic mode too, there's an unlock.
Because of the amount of time it takes. He's right, but it's because of the amount of time it takes. That's what I've been doing.
Yes and no. I think you get one for doing that, but then if you immediately after you unlock that character, play a match, turn it off, turn it back on, you'll get another one. So it's like you kind of get 2 for 1, and then rinse and repeat.
Do you remember Dan's Facebook?
Dan, that was amazing. And
wasn't Jim Carrey a part of it too?
Yeah, but the Paul Rudd one was.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I think I remember still.
He was on Good Morning Football today. But that's beside the topic.
Yeah, man, for life. Okay, so another thing I heard, shout out to Douchelink, that's Pete, our good friend.
Douchelink?
Pete found out that the amount of steps you take in the game can also get you characters. So, every character unlocks a certain other character in Classic.
Yeah, so I think what he means, like, if you play
Mario... so if you play Mario, you unlock Luigi. I got you. Oh, that's cool. AJ, I didn't know that. Maybe that's what I should be doing then. So anyways, back to what we were talking about. So Pete Douchelink, awesome Instagram account to follow. Very cool, very fun to watch. He travels the world, basically. Found out that based on how many steps you take, and he learned that Pikachu is the fastest character in the game. So he would fight nobody, set a 2-minute timer, use many steps back and forth across the map as he could, and he unlocked characters that way. He explained this to me like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, wow, that's kind of fantastic. I wish I thought of that, but that's insanely boring, just like I would think of turning the system on and off, or closing the applications out. That would throw me for a loop there.
You say Pikachu's the fastest character in the game?
From where you start, your first 8 characters, Pikachu is the fastest, and you know that.
If you have Pikachu, okay.
Who's your fastest character in the game?
Pichu.
Oh, okay.
Pichu's definitely the fastest character in the game. He's not the strongest, but he's fast.
Dylan likes to play as the little people that the kids like.
I do. I am a bit advocate for...
So, we have our 71 characters. A couple of DLCs have already been announced. Piranha Plant will come out as a playable character.
Piranha Plant has already come out.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
I didn't buy it last night. I'm not buying it today.
Yeah, not Piranha Plant. Somebody else maybe. Waluigi. Where is Waluigi? Where's Waldo? Where is Waluigi? Somebody explain to me where Waluigi is. But there's going to be more DLC characters, like we were kind of saying.
There's another one. It's called the Joker from a game called Persona.
Okay, yeah, we saw that earlier today. That was in the Nintendo
personally,
Direct at 5
I don't know
o'clock.
who he is. I'm not interested.
Not
a fan.
Yeah, didn't understand it.
They came out with like surveys. I think players could go online and vote for who they wanted. I know there was a lot of...
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a lot of Shovel Knight. I think Shovel Knight was a big one.
Wasn't he downloadable in the last one or no? In Wii U?
No.
Okay.
Shovel Knight was big.
I remember that, but not for
There's been a lot of rumors of Bandana Waddle Dee.
Who is that?
From Kirby? Waddle, the brown guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a bandana.
Wasn't he a trophy or he was an item or something?
Yeah, he was an item or something. There's some talks of that. I don't know how,
I didn't know that
how
legitimate
that is. Bandana.
Do you ever watch the Kirby show growing up?
couple.
Yeah, not a lot of them.
Oh, we forgot to mention Meta Knight as one of the newer characters.
Oh yeah, Meta Knight.
Yeah.
Meta Knight, wasn't he ranked the best online character for one of the games?
Brawl, I think.
Yeah, like one
I
of
think
the
in Brawl, he
early
was like one of the
seasons.
competitive #1.
Yeah,
him and
it's
Mewtwo.
crazy. So talking about online again for the Wii U version, for the Switch version, excuse me, for Smash Bros. Ultimate, you have a ranking system. So as you fight with characters, you'll see you get a ranking on the side of the screen as you keep going. Something I learned last night that I like about the game is you can go into a mode where you do other modes while you're waiting to get linked into a match, which is kind of nice, I think. I ended up doing that for a little while. So I would hook it up, and in the top corner of the screen, you get a notification saying, oh, your match is ready. So if I was in Classic mode, I could just hit one of the bumpers to pause Classic mode, and it threw me in my match online.
I don't know that.
It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of nice, and it helps me because I'm still getting the characters. So it makes a huge difference for me compared to him who has every character already. So I'm doing that. I'm working my rank up online because
You still don't have
for
all the
Glory
characters?
only. No, I'm like 7 or 8
Dude, the
out.
game came out
It came out in
months ago.
December. I know. I'm a little out still. I'm getting there though.
All they have
Growing
to do is
slowly.
play.
It's true. They continued the amiibo mode, and they have a new story mode. It's called the World of Light. It was a cool video to start. I haven't beat it, so I don't know who like the overall villain is. But the video started off, every hero got like sucked up by this light, and Kirby was the only one to make it. So you start off as Kirby, and you have 1,000 different ways to go.
That's
And
right.
as you
Yeah,
fight,
that's
you
the mode I
collect.
mentioned before.
Yeah, you level up and you collect the hero spirit, and then you can put them on your team. You collect these items that you can bring in, and these like side partners. They're like random characters from other
Yeah.
games. It's cool. It's a lot to like remember, but the game like branches off into so many directions. It's fun. It makes it a long game.
Which reminds me, we didn't talk about custom characters.
Oh, that's right. The Mii
Customizations.
Fighters came out. The
Yeah.
customizations came out. That was for the Wii U.
That shows how
Yeah.
how much into the competitive we just like this. The
Yeah.
game straight as it is.
Right.
Very, very, very vanilla.
Yeah. It's real.
But yeah,
It's almost
back
user-friendly.
in, was it Brawl where they came out with the customizing
I
your
don't
characters?
remember
Wii
if
U?
it was Brawl. I know Wii U had it. You had your Mii Fighters.
So like you could take like Mario and like make his fireball.
Yeah, they would level up. That was part of the
crazy
amiibo thing
powerful
too.
or
So
something like that.
yeah, like Mario's ball could be like a thunderball instead. It threw curveballs into the game for everybody.
Or even changing their abilities, like their recovery,
Yeah.
like their up B, I guess you would
Right.
call it recovery, would be different moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Yeah.
think one from Mega Man, I think off the top of my head, he had his dog. I forget his dog's name.
Proto? No,
Maybe.
Proto Man was one of the guys.
So, anyways, you could change that to I think a whirlwind instead, because you know how he shoots whirl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So, yeah, custom
Change it,
characters,
right.
not that fun. Mii Fighters, you can.
Mii Fighters are
Create
cool.
Mii-
You can
Mii
customize
Fighters
them.
are
You
cool.
unlocked like masks and hats and shirts and weapons, and you can
'Cause-
create a brawler, a gunner, or a swordsman. It was fun.
That was cool. You
It was
could
just
make
not
like
something
a
that a lot of
Marth
people
Link
play with.
hybrid or something.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. You could unlock their swords. You could unlock some character skins.
Very OP if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to talk a little bit about how we play. We've already gone through that some. Stock over time. Have we ever played with items?
Have we ever? We started playing with the Smash Ball when that came
The
out.
Smash Ball was
Which
my
introduced
only
to
exception
Brawl,
that I
which
have
we
here.
also got.
Yeah, so
there's
Smash
so much
Balls
to
came
cover.
out. They would float around the screen, and if you hit it and broke it, your player had the time to release a smash attack, and it would change for everybody. So Mario's was hard. They were all pretty hard to control. Mario's, you'd have to jump to one side of the screen, aim at all your friends, and you'd hit B, and he would shoot this like massive, raining like spin fireball attack. They were different for everybody. Some characters became ridiculous. Like Bowser became Giga Bowser, and it was like, oh great, now you can't move because he's just gonna come stomp you.
Or all the Star Fox characters just became like a giant tank.
They got their
that
tanks,
took up the
yeah, that's
entire
right.
screen. It just like pushed everybody off.
Another one that was unfair.
Ness's was kind of strong. It was just a big beam that he would shoot down.
Oh
You
yeah,
could shoot the beam. You basically, if you got the Smash Ball, you won.
right. Yeah,
And if you didn't,
it ended the game very
you
quick
need
for
to get
people.
better.
Yeah, but it was hard because if you aimed the wrong way, you'd waste it. And the other thing was if you didn't use it fast enough, and someone attacked you, it would knock the ball out of you, and everybody else would have to go try and get it again. It'd be a huge fight for the ball.
And Nick Doyle would win every single time, and he's already.
He doesn't follow the account.
It doesn't matter.
Good, because he can't
Stay
watch
away
this
from Nick
thing.
Doyle.
You
Do not
suck.
play Smash Bros with Nick Doyle. He will get the Smash Ball, regardless of being the best player I've ever seen, and still beat you with it.
He's not lying.
He likes to kick you when you're down.
Oh,
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite things to do. He's a competitor.
Literally kicks people while they're down. Anyways.
He's actually almost beaten a few pros. He's done like some Twitch tournaments.
I think he could be considered a pro. It's just he doesn't take the time to look into it probably. Anyways, away from our
He's beating little kids at the Rev.
A cool thing we do, and I've lost 1,000 games to Dylan for this, 1,000 lives, is taunting. I love taunting. I'm a big showboater for everything. Even at football practice, if I make a catch over Dylan, I turn and do something stupid to make sure he notices.
A good touchdown.
Yeah, Dylan can imitate a lot of these characters. Maybe later, if we're lucky, we'll go into that.
No, you're going to have to do the Wario one.
I'll do the Wario dance if you do a couple of things, but we'll see. Alright, so let's talk to you personally. Who are your top 5 favorite characters?
Top 5 favorite characters.
It could be all time, it could be in this game, it could be in...
Let's see. Alright, so top 3 are easy. Top 3, Ness, Olimar, Pit. Hands down.
Pit and Olimar are, I think, the two most annoying characters in the game to fight.
People are like...
Hands down.
Trying to get Olimar removed from the game. Since he was put into the game, get good. He's good. Learn it. Okay, so anyways, Ness, Olimar, Pit are definitely my top 3.
Okay.
Sometimes depends on my mood.
AJ, I know you love your Donkey Kong.
He loves Donkey
He
Kong.
always plays Donkey Kong. He winds that punch up as soon as possible, and you forget it's there. He comes in and hits you with the Donkey Punch.
I like Pichu. I'm really happy he's back.
That's what's cool about Ultimate. Every character who's been playable in the game is playable.
They brought back everybody. So
everybody.
You can kind of relive that.
And they added new characters, so it was cool. It's a little bit of everything.
Toon Link, and I've kind of been feeling Isabelle.
You do love Isabelle.
I like Isabelle. I played a couple of the Animal Crossing games, and so
I like Incineroar. He's hard to use. His up B is really bad because it dives up and then down. It's like a body slam, but if you're not, it doesn't go high enough that sometimes.
I don't know if it's a recovery or just like kill yourself.
It changes it. Another thing we forgot to talk about really quick with Ultimate. If you lose to those characters, you go to unlock. Did you lose any of the ones you played?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a part of the game where you can go to. It's like in your vault. And you can fight characters.
Looks like a little golden gate on the bottom right.
If it's not there, there's no one for you to fight yet. You have to keep playing the game.
Yes. If you're watching and that's happened to you and you want to unlock that guy, try to go back and see if it's there in your vault. On the bottom right, big golden arches and get rid of your matches.
So we talked about the online a little bit. What's something Nintendo has never done and now we have to do it to play online for the Switch?
Something you've never done?
Uncle Doug, I gave you a shout out earlier if you haven't watched from the beginning.
Nintendo finally realized you can make money.
That's the big
off
thing
services
we're about.
that you provide to people.
Yeah.
Like, who knew?
Now we get charged to play online. It's not a big thing. It's cool. If you're not paying attention, you can pay, I think it was $20 for the year rather than paying $5 a month or something, or $4 a month.
It's nothing.
Yeah, so it still saves you a good amount of money, but it's not as bad as it looks.
Good guy Nintendo. They don't care about making money. They just want you to sit at home and play with your friends in the same room.
They're figuring it out, that's for sure. Alright, what else do we got? Alright, you ready for some random facts? And then if there's anything we missed or anything anyone wants to talk about, feel free to put it out there. We'll talk to you again. It's a little delayed on our end. That's alright, though. So, random facts. Every one of these games, every one of the Smash Bros. Games, has been the #1 selling game for its system.
I'll believe it. It's the only reason I've ever bought a Nintendo system after GameCube.
Okay.
It's actually the reason I got my N64. A GameCube, it was kind of a plus.
See, I didn't play N64 anywhere else but not like Richie's as my cousin. AJ, don't talk about it yet. I have a good thing for this.
AJ, don't.
Not yet. Also, we had a quitter here, but that's a good thing. So yeah, the big thing, do you know what game, I think besides for the N64, which game, it was a Mario game, all of them passed because they came out after this version of a game. If that makes sense. So there was a game that came out for each one of the systems, then the Smash Bros. Game came out and passed this game. All of those were also for every system. Somebody take a guess. See if Dylan gets a good guess in. Take one guess.
I'm not really sure I understand the question.
So, it started at N64.
Smash Bros.
Right. Okay. Smash Bros. Is the #1 selling game for each system. Mm-hmm. What game did all of them pass that came out for the same system before Smash Bros. Came out? #1 selling game before, except for the N64, if I remember the fact correctly.
Is it Super Mario?
No, not Super Mario. Martin, very good. It was Mario Kart. That is correct. AJ, what a bad straight-up answer. You can't just say Mario. Mom, Miss Pac-Man was not for the Nintendo.
What's that? Namco?
It was Namco. It was an arcade game. Then it came out on this big game. It was like Miss Pac-Man mixed with Dig Dug and Galaga. We did play it a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, Dig Dug.
But Miss Pac-Man was never the #1 selling game. Franchise is the word I'm looking for. See, he's so good to have. I should have had you. That was my bad. Anyways, Martin, pick out an amiibo. It's yours. That'll be one of the giveaways to start. You pick an amiibo out, type it in, we'll give it to you, alright?
Wait, I forgot to whip mine out.
I thought you did that before.
Bring your own amiibo.
Did you start to do it before? Because I started to talk about it.
No, I didn't show them.
So let me watch the rerun.
So my 2 favorite characters. Boom.
My dad took a guess that the #1 selling game for every system that Smash Bros. Came out on was Pong. That's another great guess. Anyways, I see why you and Mom are together. Okay. A cool thing, like he talked about, was that the game is on Twitch. They do it through esports. Twitch is an online website you can go to, and you can watch all these pro games get played. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
They host tournaments for watchers, so if you're watching, you just go and sign up, and
we'll start bringing them up. You decide when you say stop. Tell me.
By the way, mine are not for sale.
Yeah, Martin and Ness are not available. Martin, I have like every character. Just type one in if you want, and we'll slowly start to find them. We couldn't get a good panoramic. There's a lot of these. Well, I bought a lot of these things.
Yeah, I know. He likes them.
We got all you guys. They don't have Wolf.
Little guys. You don't have Wolf.
So yeah, anything else you want to talk about with the game? You want to do your giveaways?
Let's do some of my giveaways.
Alright, so Dylan did a couple things where I'm willing to give away the amiibos. So do you have 4 or 5? You have 4, right?
I think I have 4, yeah.
So the way this is going to work, everybody who's on, pay attention, you can win, alright? I'm going to do it without the 15 people. Yeah. So Dylan's going to give you clues to a character. The first person's name we see come up, guess correctly, and be patient, because like I said, it's a little delayed, because we're watching it from a different phone. Gets an amiibo. That's it. He's going to give you basic clues, give your quickest, best guess, and I'll let you pick an amiibo out. And even if you're not from around here, didn't see who's on everybody, you will win. I will mail it to you. I mail all my gifts. I send them to upstate. They go to Washington. So pay attention to the clues. First person, go ahead.
I will let you read. You are the host.
But you did it. I asked you to do it. You took the time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I will
steal the show. So the first clue, just read the
first clue. I am the only swordsman who's been in every Super Smash Brothers, commonly referred to by the wrong name.
Quickest answer wins.
Quickest answer wins. I'm not actually... Oh, there we go. No.
Not Zoro. Wow.
That's not actually a Smash character. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Charizard's there. So Charizard's out. Martin's taking Charizard. Dylan, read your clue again. AJ. Very good. AJ wins. Link. Everything. So AJ.
Martin, you got it right too.
Just a
AJ
second
just
late.
beat you by a second.
Late. All right.
AJ, which one do you want?
AJ probably wants his Donkey Kong if I had to guess, but we'll see. AJ with Donkey Kong and Deshaun Watson every year in fantasy football. Go ahead, read your second one.
Okay, so my second one, we'll get this.
The next one, another giveaway. Answer quick.
Alright, this one goes, I'll blast you in the face if you refer to me as a him. I recently added my dark side to the game.
Best guess, fastest guess. Oh, Second Comics, what's up, man? Thank you for coming on. I love your page. I come watch all the time.
Just in time for the giveaways.
Yeah, just in time for the giveaways. So we're doing giveaways, man. Give your best guess as quick as you can. Go ahead, read it again.
Alright, I will read the second one again. For this character,
I think Martin guessed.
Oh,
Martin, very good. You win.
There you go. Very nice good. Clever.
Very good. Okay. Let us know who you want.
Yep. We got you, Martin.
We got you. Sorry, because we're looking at something else.
Autocorrect.
Alright.
Okay,
so we're going to go to the third one right away.
So the third one. The only real captain. I have a crew that comes in many colors, and I don't discriminate. Who could that be?
All good. Thanks for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. I saw you on the first one, too. He's got a cool site. Everybody, follow Second Comics. Deanna!
There you go.
Wife that shit. Oh, AJ. Deanna was faster than you. Come on, bro.
She knows.
Deanna, pick one out. Very nice. I like that one. And we have one more to do.
Babe, don't pick Olimar and Ness. We already have those. She does listen to me when I talk.
She does. It's good. You don't listen to her, but she listens to you.
Okay.
Alright, and the last one we're going to give away.
Alright, so we only have one left. So this one goes, I broke free for a game before being recaptured. I'll still burn you, though.
This is one I didn't get. So Emmis is out of the equation. So Deanna, you get a pick before this last one.
Waiting on your answers.
AJ, why'd you...
Charizard.
Yeah, why did you spell it like that? That's right, though. It is Charizard.
Damn, correct.
Yeah, it happens, I guess. It's probably the way I can see you pronouncing it. Charizard. I like that. That's very smart.
I thought that one was clever because he was part of the
I
Pokemon trainer.
told you when we were sitting at the restaurant I couldn't figure it out.
In Smash U, he's just Charizard.
Yeah.
And then they brought him back.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb because I really liked him on his own. He was pretty OP. I played him in Smash U.
I like him better that way too. I liked it as a
Wii version a lot. But now I don't play him in...
Yeah. He had one of those attacks. It's the attacks I hate where when you use it, it hurts you too. It was such a good attack. Like over B-Dive. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Pichu plays like that.
Right? Yeah. Alright, anything else you want to talk about the game?
Go
long and hard, think. If anyone else wants to talk about anything, feel free. Deanna, pick your prize. AJ, pick another prize.
Fix the online mode. I can't stress that enough.
It's hard.
I really like that for Glory. I mean, there's Elite Smash where you rank up and you can play other people, but you can only do that with certain characters.
Right.
But I just think it's...
AJ, patience.
Poorly designed.
It is. It makes it rough to play. It's pretty hard. Do we do any RPG
stuff? I haven't played any RPGs in a while.
The only thing I've done, to be honest, the only RPG for like a Mario version would be the Super Mario RPG version. I didn't beat it. My brother has. He has it downloaded on the computer too, so I never played the original one for the... I don't know if it was Super Nintendo or anything. But he has it downloaded on the computer. We play that. Other than that, RPG-wise...
You know what broke RPGs for me? World of Warcraft.
Oh, God.
MMORPG.
If I was into it, I would do an episode on it. One day I'll bring him on. I'll give him an episode to host.
Game.
I loved it. I got into it too. I just got into it a little bit late.
Great game. My problem. Great game. But it
good
broke
movie.
role-playing.
Good movie.
And movie. Warcraft was a great movie. But yeah, no, that broke role-playing games for me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Did you play Guild Wars at all?
A little bit. Martin's really the guy to ask.
Yeah, played Guild Wars at all.
Chat. Wow, it was game-changing.
It was incredible.
It's like, why would you ever need to play another RPG? Because there's just a never-ending RPG right there.
I like that they keep making them. I don't play it, like I said, I don't play it. I didn't play it enough.
I mean,
but our lifestyle was great. Yeah, we keep talking about it, man. And I have a friend, Kevin, who keeps trying to get me on vanilla to play it, and I keep questioning it. I'm not against it, to be honest, so it's definitely something.
It's fun. It's a change of pace.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so before we go, first and foremost, thank you for always participating in everything. Always a pleasure. I like that you always take even your best guesses. You give some great hysterical answers, too. So I have some stuff for you. We have... Who put this up here? We have... This is one of my prize boxes. I have 1,000 prize boxes.
Prize boxes, real people.
So he won one the other day.
Real giveaways.
And he won the Groot race card. This is a pretty cool one. Baby Groot, yeah. So that's a pretty cool one. There's a lot to collect in that set.
Baby Groot.
You have won a drinking mug. Congratulations. Ooh. This is for when I did that,
let them know why I won these things.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get in there. First one was, I just posted one of the quizzes, always contest I call
now. New people.
Yeah, just go right on. Take your best guess in the contest. Don't answer in the comments. I had one person do it, and they haven't come back, but they weren't blocked. That wasn't mean. They just almost ruined it for everybody. And then that one I did, I'm working on another one. I put out quotes from a specific movie, and you gotta tell me who says them. And Dylan got 18. That was second place to AJ, who got all 20 because he's seen the movie too many times.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. The Infinity War, great movie.
You came out with that giveaway.
And Endgame is coming
after I saw that movie, too.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah.
I really thought I was going to get them.
Alright, so something I meant to do, I did it with my brother. Nobody got to see it because I forgot to do it at the time. Was I do a giveaway for being on the show. So I go and I get a pop figure that I think you'll like. My brother got Ong from Avatar. Dylan, this is for you.
Oh.
Thank you for being on the show.
Wreck-It Ralph, people.
Dylan will be back. I like to take on as many people as I can.
Yeah, definitely. On Pop Wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wreck it.
We saw the second one. Good movie. I saw the first one too.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. That was fun. A lot of good one-liners.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. The cutscene at the end was hysterical with the girl in the back seat with the bunny eating food. That was ridiculous. What else do I have to do? We did that. Any questions? Okay, a big thing. When I get... That is Mega Man. That's correct. Deanna is also going to wreck it. Deanna, that is Mega Man. When I hit 100 followers, I keep floating in the 60s right now. I'm almost at 70. I hit 100 followers. I'm doing 2 massive giveaways. Everyone can participate. There'll be the same kind of contest. I might change it up a little bit.
Huge giveaways.
It involves your video game systems.